Hi! I'm here to tell you all about hitchhiking on Kauai, or hitchhiking anywhere if you want, but this is the prototype. This is where we are. So here you get an interesting variety of cars because you get all the brand new rental cars, like some of the ones that look like from the Untouchables in the 40s, to really sleek cars. I've never actually gotten a ride in a limousine, but I've gotten about 5 or 6 taxi drivers have given me rides, which is really sweet. You know, they're sometimes when they're on end of their run or they're just on their way to somewhere where they know they're going to get a ride. So that's been really nice. And then there's the funky cars, and I had a lot of that on the Big Island and also here, where people, you know, they have marginally functioning cars. Sometimes they're living in it. And you can't quite open the front door, you got to get in the side, you can't touch the window. I've gotten a few that you've had to drop in from the top. One where the floorboard was not there. It was like very, very thin piece of corroding metal. Some of it where the seat was turned backwards, so I get in, which I have to look this way. A lot of times in a van, I'll just be sitting anywhere. I think I've gotten a ride once on the top. Somebody said, you know, it wasn't very far, and they said sit on the top of the car. And of course, for hitchhikers, the creme de la creme is on the back of a pickup truck, preferably at sunset. It's just beautiful because you can sit, even when it rains, you can sit behind the little bit of a shell, and the rain comes this way and it goes right over you, and you look back and you can see everything, and it's just so free because you're moving as fast as you can on a car, but you have no responsibility and you have nothing to do but just to sit back and enjoy the ride. It's pretty special. So those are the highlights, and of course everybody who, you know, it's a new adventure whenever you get in the car, unless of course they're a repeat. And I've had even tourists repeat over 2 years' time. If somebody said, and they recognized me at a fruit stand, oh, we gave you a ride last time we were here. So that's kind of nice. And somebody else said, oh yeah, we've known you for a year and a half. And I really couldn't quite remember them, which is really nice for them to catch up and wonder what I'm doing. And then of course there's the variety of, you never know who I mean, in a good way, you never know who you're going to get in the car with. People here are on vacation. They're usually in a good mood, or people are kind of hang loose here, or it's just too small an island for too many people to get into trouble without people knowing about it. So for the most part, people are on good behavior. So you just get people who are just in a good mood and want to share, or people just feel like they want good aloha for themselves, so they're giving you a ride, or people just want to know information. For a while there, it was pretty hot and heavy, like, so where's tunnels? So how much are houses? So, and it was very intense when people were treating this island like a Monopoly game. Luckily that's subsided a little bit because the prices are so outrageous now, which is not necessarily good for us, but good, maybe a little more peace. So you get a lot of, but you also get a lot of tourists that just want the vibe or the connection of somebody who's been here, who's hanging out, who's not in the formal tourist part. The formal tourist part, I mean, in Hawaii, people are very congenial anyway, very gracious. But it's still kind of forced, and I think people really want to feel like they got some sort of welcome that's genuine, and they know they're going to get it from a hitchhiker who's really wanting a ride from wherever they are to the beach. And it's not just the beach, I do it to go shopping. I haven't taken my cat to the vet that way, but I don't think that would work. But I've done a lot of errands and, you know, day-to-day stuff. This is how I get around because the bus is so inconsistent here. And again, sometimes it's just so nice to just, I'm ready for an adventure and see who I'm going to meet today, and that makes it more immediate. It happens right away. So, I suggest for anybody that wants to have a nice adventure for the summer on the mainland and worldwide, whoever sees this, to try it. To just get out there, put your thumb out, stay positive. If you see somebody and they look swirly and their car looks just too weird to get into, don't get into it. You know, and just say, I'm waiting for somebody else, or no thank you. And just wait, you know, try to tune in. It's a really good way to get into your intuition because you find out, you know, this is good for me. I know I'll get in the car, it'll be great. you know, and it does. It ends up being that way, and then you meet the right people at the right time, and all of it comes together. It's trust in the universe and trust in yourself. So, and then trust that good people are out there wanting to have a good time, and that I think is really needed right now, for people to stay positive, and at the same time you lessen the stress of the money you're spending on gas. So once a week, everybody, please get out into your, out of your car, out onto the road, and put your thumb out and see what happens. It might be a really good surprise.
All I think it is a lot speaker. She really did great, When they went there.